All right, let's talk about your money. One of the most stressful parts of a marriage is the finances, whether it's budgeting or saving or spending. Finance expert Laura Rowley is here to help us dodge those bullets in a marriage. And it's one of the top things that couples argue about.
It really is.
Is money and how to spend it.
Right. Because it represents so many things. For people, it represents power, security, or status, and all that stuff gets mixed up in the relationship.
What's the number one difference between how men and women approach finances in a marriage? Is there a consistent thing you could say?
Well, I don't know about in a marriage, but men in general will spend to impress their friends.
What?
And women
nice car?
Women
what?
are more likely to see money as a source of security, power, stability. So their views are very different.
What are the things that a couple can do early in a marriage to set up some ground rules for how they're going to spend their money and how they're going to communicate about money?
Well, I think one of the number one things is to talk about how are we going to manage debt? Because there was a survey done. After the honeymoon, everybody's happiness declines in a marriage, but the people it declined most for were those who started out debt-free and ended up with $5,000 or more in debt, and the people whose happiness declined the least were those who started out with no debt and stayed debt-free.
What can you do about the division of labor in a marriage that will keep that happiness going?
Well, this is really important. Specialize, in word specialize, because I think a lot of couples think, well, it has to be 50-50. You do the dishes tonight, I'm doing the dishes tomorrow. You do the laundry today, I'll do the laundry tomorrow. I actually don't mind doing laundry. You know, I'll turn something on TV and fold. My husband hates to fold laundry, but he's
laundry.
really
That's gotta
good.
Be a guy thing, 'cause
Every morning the guy empties the dishwasher. For some reason, that's something I just never want to do. So I never empty the dishwasher. He never folds laundry, but he'll bring it downstairs and bring it back upstairs after I do
I'm the same way. I will do the laundry. I will carry it in there. I'll do whatever has to be done, but I don't want to fold it. And my wife has kind of that Zen thing where she just sits there.
It's a very Zen
loads
thing
of laundry
for me
later.
too.
It's all stacked up, and good for her.
Sorting each kid out. So specialize. Do what bothers you the least, and don't do that 50-50 division of labor, because you won't be as happy.
Separate accounts or combined finances for couples? Do you find that one system works better? Well, at my house, everything's combined. It all goes into one big account. We pay the bills, we pay the mortgage, but that doesn't always work for people. It
doesn't always work. Some people need to share, some people need their own space. You know, whether you do one or the other, I think the most important thing is to have some kind of budgeting tool. Mint.com is a site where you can do that for free. I use a budgeting system called envelopes.com, and basically what it does is allow you to blame the budget. So you can look at the budget and say, you know what, we have X amount to spend to go out, you know, and that's going to buy us, you know, at the mediocre Italian place instead of the really super luxurious place. But you can say it's the budget that's making this do this. It's not because you're a big cheapskate.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's not because
you don't
got
appreciate
a nice car.
me.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
so
right,
communicating about it, being clear about it, and both partners knowing where the money's going.
Where the money's going, but also discussing early on how you manage money. Because this was really interesting. There was a study that found people who thought their spouse managed money foolishly were 45% more likely to get divorced. And the only other bigger predictors of divorce were cheating or alcohol and drugs. So you have to, from the get-go,
if you're irresponsible about money while buying alcohol and drugs, you might as well just throw in the towel right off the bat.
It's all over.
Well, Laura, thank you very much. You know, it's good stuff, and I think, the communication and the being on the same page is key.
Yeah,
all right, we'll be right back.